Hey everyone, Jan here, codingwithjan.com. So, how much traffic are you getting through Google AI Summary? How many sales are you making through ChatGPT product recommendations? Or let's say someone clicked on one of your advertisements, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform, then decided to research your product in advance, let's say on ChatGPT, before coming back to the website and finally buying the product. Can you still track the customer journey in that case? The short answer to all these questions is it depends, and I'll show you different approaches here in a second. But if you want to work together or need help with your tracking setup or any other technical questions, link in the description. And if you want to become a Shopify developer yourself, then also link in the description. Okay, so then let's start with the easiest, ChatGPT product recommendations, because whenever ChatGPT references your website or recommends products from it, then it usually adds a UTM parameter to the URL. Let me show you this right here. These boots look kind of cool. And if we visit the website, you can see that at the end of the URL, might be a little small here. I'll copy this to Notepad. So right here, I think this is better. Then at the end of the URL, you can see an additional parameter, UTM_source, and that equals to chatgpt.com. And UTM parameters are a pretty standard concept in Google Analytics. So if you have Google Analytics properly set up, you can then go to analytics.google.com, your dashboard right here, and then go to reports, acquisition, and then, for example, traffic acquisition. And then as a primary filter, we can just select the session source. And for my own website, ChatGPT appears right here. And now I could see how much traffic is coming through the site. I could also dissect this further by other attributes like devices used, the users, like any information Google Analytics has. We might even do a follow-up video on this. But then you would also see revenue data in here. And you could break down all the data by revenue as well. All right, now knowing about this UTM parameter, let's take a look at this problem right here, where someone saw an advertisement, then went to the website, decided to research the product in advance because consumers are getting smarter and want to be more informed, and then came back to the website through ChatGPT, through the referral here, and then decided to finalize the purchase. How could we make this visible, and why is this important to begin with? So let's start with that. When brands are running advertisements, they usually run several creatives in parallel. Yeah, this is important because these days you have to test a ton of creatives to find the best one. And let's say you spend $100 on each creative, then you might get like 170 back on the first one. Maybe the last one just made 80 back, so you lose some money on this one here. Maybe the headline didn't resonate as well. But let's say the one in the middle was by far the most profitable one, made you 310 back. Then obviously it would be wise to spend or just to allocate all your budget on this one right here. And this problem has already been solved. So whenever you run ads on almost any platform, you also install a small tracking snippet on your website, a so-called pixel. You've probably heard this before, like Facebook pixel, Pinterest pixel, whatever platform you're using, pixel. And if someone decides to click on an advertisement, goes to the website, buys the product, then the tracking snippet or the pixel reports that back to the ad platform. And then we know exactly which ad creative the customer saw to begin with. Okay, so far so easy, but for e-commerce brands, it's also very important to understand what happens in between. Like what happens in between someone coming to your website to hopefully making a purchase. And therefore, ad platforms have these custom events or custom conversions. Like maybe you want to know how many people clicked the add to cart button, how many people initiated the checkout. Maybe you run an advertorial funnel, so you want to know how many people watched the video, or you have something where people opt in, then you want to know how many opt-ins you get. So in order to optimize the steps in between, or see how many people fall off at each stage, you want to shed as much light on this in between black box as possible. And of course, you also want to know if a ton of people research you on ChatGPT, because then it might be worth the effort to make sure that good press or good reviews show up there to influence people's purchasing decision. Now the solution here also lies in the UTM parameter that we saw before. UTM source equals ChatGPT, because everyone who follows a link on ChatGPT gets that UTM referral pretty much. And if that's present in the URL, then we can report this back to the ad platform. And then Facebook, Pinterest, or Google, or wherever you're running advertisements would know, okay, this contains a custom conversion, ChatGPT was used. Now, how to set up custom conversion events or events in general obviously depends a little bit on the platform you're using, but it usually follows the same format, and you can easily find this on Google for whatever platform you're using. I can quickly demonstrate this in Google Analytics because that's what we've been using before. So here I just went to my admin settings, and then somewhere in here I should find an entry called events. Here I could create a new event. I would just give it a descriptive name. Maybe I just call it ChatGPT used. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can even create this without code. We can just use the page view event, which is a default event on almost any platform. And then we can say the URL contains UTM source equals ChatGPT. And then we can create this new event right here. And now we can find this under our custom events or custom conversions, whatever the platform calls it. And it would show up in the tracking reports or ad dashboards. Alrighty, now how does this look for Google AI Summary in comparison? Kind of similar, but also different. Yeah. So what I was searching for here is what makes high quality coffee. Yeah, I need to know this. And yeah, basically you get this like AI summary here with a few bullet points. Might be enough, but if I want to read more, Google also suggests these different articles here, so it links them in different places. And let's just say I want to read this article here. So now I landed on this website here, Günther Coffee. Seems like a small coffee roastery. Not even sure if that's a word, but yeah, a brand or people who roast their own coffee blends pretty much. And they have these blog articles and then also cross-reference some of their products. Yeah, so now I might read this and then become a new customer coming through AI Summary. Now, in direct comparison to ChatGPT, that's a little harder to track because we don't get this UTM parameter. Like remember, UTM source equals ChatGPT. We don't get something like UTM source equals AI summary. But what you can see is that the AI summary pretty much highlighted the text that was relevant to our search query. And this highlighting also pretty much works via the URL. So let me copy this to Notepad again. Yeah, so here you can see the website address, günthercoffee.com, and then blogs, coffee knowledge, what is specialty coffee. And then we get these few characters here, text, like the highlight text, and then whatever text we want to highlight. So these are pretty much just the words that need to be highlighted. But the important part is that whenever we get this highlight text right here, we can kind of assume it's coming from AI summary. I know this is not perfect, it's more like a workaround, but I haven't seen any other places highlight text like this. So if you click on a normal Google link, that doesn't happen. When people share links, they usually don't share the highlighted form. So it's very likely that if the URL contains some highlight text, it is coming from Google's AI summary. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's probably the closest estimate that we can get at this point. Okay, then knowing this, we can come back to the platform of our choice, create a custom conversion or custom event, similar to how we've done it before, similarly. And then we can go ahead, create a new event. Maybe this would be AI underscore summary clicked. And this follows the same pattern. We want to create this without code based on the page view event. And we want to check if the URL contains some sort of highlight text. And then I would go ahead and create this as well. And now we have both our new custom events, AI summary clicked and ChatGPT used. And as I said, I know AI summary is not perfect, like estimating that just based on highlighted text in the URL. But don't hate on me too much. I think it's the best we have right now, at least to my awareness. If you know something better, comment down below. And it gives you at least a rough idea how much traffic is coming through AI summary. And I think it's important to start this sooner than later because a lot of brands are reporting that their search clicks and search traffic is going down because of AI summary. Google claims it's not even true at all. I would ask the question, how could it not be true? Like if people get their answer right here, why would they scroll down and then click on any of these websites? But yeah, that's up for a different debate. And I hope you like these two solutions. All right, and that's it for today. Really hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something new. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I would love to work together. So I guess I'll just sit here and wait for you to fill out one of the forms. Whether you are looking for a developer or want to become one, I'll be waiting. See you later. Bye.